Okay, hello everybody. This is going to be a podcast on the topic that a lot of people are talking about on the web, in webinars, on LinkedIn, social media, all over. That what does one cultivate in oneself to survive in times where we don't know how the world is going to be? A big part of the world is going to be the same. Uh, Another chunk is going to change, and a third part would be completely unknown. We know what is going to happen a little bit to the education sector. Some things are being talked about to the real estate, to the travel industry, to the restauranting industry, but there's a lot of talk. But no one really knows how to seal and stitch the big picture. But the topic today is that what are the competencies one should try and cultivate in these times so that one is relevant and is successful in the journey to marry peace and prosperity, which really is an intelligent way of pursuing life. And several competencies are being discussed that should I get better at managing complexity or handling ambiguity, or should I develop more courage, should I do design thinking? And we've got new articles on that everywhere, and people ask me all the time that what is your view? And my view is that today I'd like to present to you the C Cube mantra, or let's call it the three pillars which will stand you in good stead, irrespective of whether the times are good or whether they are challenging. No doubt about it that we are going through challenging times, and let me come straight to the C Cube mantra. There are three C's in which I felt I'd like to improve myself in the journey of my life, and I present them to you, and they've stood me in good stead. Three buckets, three categories where people should try to improve in themselves are: the first C is character, the second is competence, and the third C is communication. If I may use a little bit of Hindi here, the first C is character, which is a person's charitra. The second C is competence, which is a person's kabiliyat. And the third C is communication, which is a person's ability to do vicharon ka adan pradan. I want to talk about these three C's. That are these too cliched? Are these overused, abused, misused, disused kind of words? Or can they truly matter to us in times which are very difficult times or good times? Let's straight away come on to the first one, which is your core, which is the sum total of your values, which is what you do when no one is watching you. That is your character. Character is what you do when you are under pressure or when you are under pleasure. Once again, if I may use a little bit of Hindi here, daru pi ke tun, what comes out is character. You're getting really late for office in the morning, and someone comes and disturbs your equilibrium at that time. What comes out is character. How do we develop character, and why should we develop character? Because it stands you in good times, it is what your core is. Let's unbundle character. Let's dissect character. Let's analyze it. What is character? Character is a sum total of your values, which then should bring us to the next question, that then what are values? If character is the sum total of your values, then what are values? Most of the people, when you ask them what are values, they will say values are integrity, professionalism, hard work, transparency, honesty, etc., etc. But these are words and words. We've heard these. And everyone says that my organization's values are these, and these are my particular values. But no one really answers the question that what is the meaning of the word value. I want to answer that, because values add up to character, and that's the first pillar in our mantras of success. What is a value? Value is something that you value. What? Yeah, value is something that you value. So if you value sports, you value massages, you value dollars, diamonds, purses, shoes, bags, Dolce Gabbana, Armani Exchange, then are these values? Absolutely. What is value? Value is something for which you are willing to give value. It could be financial value, emotional value, intellectual value, any kind of a value. So your behavior comes out of what you value. Your drivers come out of what you value. If values add up to character, and we want to do character building, then we must become good at selecting values. I hope I'm not going too fast, but keep catching on to the thought. Three pillars we want to work on are character, competence, communication. We are on character. Character is the sum total of your values. What are values? Values are what you value, and we are right now on the question of what values should you entertain and cultivate in your life. Listen carefully. Values have two characteristics. One, the longevity of the value, which is it a short life value? Is it a long life value? Is a short term duration value that you get out of something, or a long duration one? Two examples. Cigarette gives you value, it gives you complete joy. No way am I promoting smoking. Cigarette gives you value for 5 to 9 minutes depending on the way you take puffs. Whereas non-smoking gives you the value of good lungs, good health. So good health has a longer duration. It lasts for longer, whereas cigarette has joy of cigarette has a shorter duration. So one aspect, one character trait of value is its duration. For how long does it give you value? Short duration, long duration. Another example of that is fasting or feasting. Fasting gives you value for the whole year. You do Ramadan for 40 days and you feel healthy for the rest of the year. You do 9 days Navratri and you feel healthy for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 days. Whereas if you do feasting, you are really enjoying for the 1 hour of the 7-course meal, but then after that the value goes away when you are feeling heavy, etc. So what is the advice here? On the first pillar of C-Cube mantra, develop character. How? Through values. Which values should you try to cultivate in your life? Values which have longer life and values which are universally accepted. What does universally accepted mean? Values have another trait, and that trait is that values could be liked by a few people or it could be respected by everyone. For example, gossip may be liked by a few people, but transparency is valued by everyone. We want our friends to be transparent towards us. We may get the joy of gossip with a few people, but we will always respect people who are transparent, upfront, and are able to speak the truth. This was the first part. What do you need to do to cultivate values? Well, you have to experiment with truth. You've got to burn your hands. You've got to find out which value has greater longevity and which has a greater life. Let me come on to the second pillar. So what the first pillar was character. Do character building stand you in good stead? How? Gives you money? Yes. It gives you prosperity? Yes. Let's come on to the second pillar of the C-Cube mantra, which is competence. And let's define competence. Competence is your ability to deliver hardcore functional value to people. It could be tangible, it could be intangible. It is what makes people merge content with form. It is what makes people make the effort look effortless. It is what makes people say that I didn't get a software, but I got a bug-free software. It's about getting your onions golden brown. It's not about getting your onions white or dark black. What can you do to generate greater competence in your life? Well, keep investing in competencies like time management, focus, detail orientation, getting over attention disorders, concentration, excellence, not doing things repetitive, not doing multitasking if it does not suit you. So work on the second bucket of life, which is competence. So far we've talked about character and competence. Character was about values. Competence is about your delivery to others, not just to yourself. And the third pillar for success would be communication, whether it is pre-COVID, during COVID, post-COVID, or beyond COVID, and that is communication. And what is communication? Communication is about successfully informing people, successfully influencing and relating with people. Why? Because communication is about three goals: to inform, to influence, and to relate. Why do we need communication? We need communication to be connected with the world, successfully connected with the world. What can you do to cultivate it? Well, the skills that I would like to encourage you to build Well, the skills that I'd like you to build in communication are bridging the knowing explaining gap. A lot of people have great knowledge but they can't articulate it. I'd like you to get better in summarizing, probing, deep probing, counter probing. I'd like you to get better in your ability to say no, to have courage in your communication. I'd like you to develop charm factor. I'd like you to develop credibility, gravitas, and boardroom energy, and I'd like you to develop negotiation skills. Well, these skills, will they matter in good times? Yes. And will they deliver value in not so great times? Absolutely. So follow C cube mantra, and it is not three C's, it's C cube, and there is a philosophical representation there that when these three C's dynamically have chemistry with one another, then the results that you get are exponential. Wishing you all the best, and thanks for listening to Yadav Mehra. Thank you very much.